Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. In this part we will see the Frobenius series solution method for the differential equation. So first of all let me tell you what is Frobenius series solution method. Let us consider a differential equation in the standard form. If we will write y double prime of x plus p of x into y prime of x plus q of x into y of x that is equal to 0. So here you can see this y is the function of x, and here this y prime of x, it means that this is your dy by dx, and y double prime of x means d square y by ds square. Okay, and here if the point x equal to 0 is either an ordinary point or a regular singular point in p of x and q of x, the Frobenius series solution method can be used. And basically here we can say that we will assume a solution in the form of an extended power series, that is called the Frobenius series, and that series can be written as y of x equal to sum over lambda equal to 0 to infinite a lambda x power k plus lambda, and that is called the Frobenius series. That is, this is the solution for this differential equation. This is known as the Frobenius series solution. And here we have to determine this exponent k and the coefficient a lambda. And also I will tell you, here we will assume this a naught not equal to 0. I hope you can remember this differential equation that I have written here. We can write it like suppose the equation in the form a naught of x y double prime means it is simply y double prime of x plus a1 of x into y prime plus a2 y equal to 0. It means this is your a2 of x. And now if I will divide this a naught term throughout this equation, or we can write or y double prime plus a1 divided by a naught y prime plus a2 divided by a naught y equal to 0. And this differential equation, this can also be written as y double prime plus, in place of a1 by a naught I can write this is your p of x y prime plus, in place of a2 by a naught I can write q of x into y equal to 0. So this is the standard form of the equation, and here you can see the value of p of x equal to a1 by a naught and q of x equal to a2 by a naught. And here if a naught equal to 0, then the function p of x and q of x, it is going to be undefined. So basically here we will consider this a naught is not equal to 0. This is our basic condition. Now let us see how to solve this differential equation by using this Frobenius method. So let us first consider the question x y double prime of x plus 2y prime of x plus xy of x equal to 0. And here you can see this y double prime of x coefficient is x. So here you have to divide this term throughout the equation, so that this will be y double prime of x plus 2 by x y prime of x plus y of x equal to 0. Let me solve this so that it will be better for you. The question is x y double prime of x means this is simply y double prime plus 2y plus xy equal to 0. This is our question. Now here we will divide the coefficient of highest order, that is y double prime coefficient is x. So I have to divide this term. So now this will be y double prime plus 2 by x into y, this is y prime plus y equal to 0, because x by x is 1. And here you can see this 2 by x term, this is known as your p of x. So here I can write the value of p of x equal to 2 by x and the value of q of x equal to 1, because the coefficient of y is your 1. So here simply you can write the coefficient of coefficient of y equal to 1, so that q of x equal to 1. Now if I will put x equal to 0, so at x equal to 0, the function, the p of x, it goes to infinite, because 2 by 0 is infinite. So p of x is infinite means this point is not ordinary, it is a singular point. Now we have to check whether it is regular singular point or irregular singular point. So for that we have to check limit x tends to 0, x minus 0 into p of x, as I have told you, this is equal to limit x tends to 0, x minus 0 means this is simply x into 2 by x, x get cancelled. So the answer will be equal to, this is just 2. And also here the q of x equal to 1, so no need to calculate. And also for the q of x you may check, so it is the, at x equal to 0, it is a regular singular point. X equal to 0 is the regular singular point and all other are the ordinary point. So now we can apply the Frobenius series solution method to solve this equation. Now let us see how to solve this equation. First of all, I will write the Frobenius series solution. The Frobenius series solution, y equal to, that is y of x equal to sum over lambda equal to 0 to infinite a lambda x power k plus lambda. This is suppose equation number 1 and this one is suppose equation number 2. Let me give, this one is your equation number 1. Okay, the initial one, it is your equation 1 and this is your equation number 2. Now here in this expression, that is in equation 1, you can see you have to calculate y prime and y double prime. So now this is the first step. We will first write the Frobenius series solution and that after I have to calculate the first order derivative of the y. So y prime will be equal to, so y prime means this is just simply dy by dx, that is equal to sum over lambda 0 to infinite, and here this a lambda is constant, and here the x power k plus lambda, in x power k plus lambda derivative will be, this is your k plus lambda into x power k plus lambda minus 1, this is your y prime, and similarly y double prime will be equal to sum over lambda 0 to infinite. I have to take again the derivative of y prime, then this will be a lambda is constant and here the k plus lambda is remain as it is, and here the x power is k plus lambda minus 1. So here k plus lambda minus 1 will be multiplied and here x power k plus lambda minus 2. Okay, so this is the value of y prime and y double prime. Now if I will put this equation 2, 3, 4 in equation 1, that is our main equation. Now substituting equation 2, 3, 4 in equation 1, I will directly write. So you can see here. Now this equation becomes the sum over, in place of x y double prime I will write lambda 0 to infinite. First of all I will write this y double prime term total. This is a lambda k plus lambda into k plus lambda minus 1 into, this is x power k plus lambda minus 2. You may put in this expression or you may put in this expression. Okay, it depends on you. If I will put in this expression, I will directly write y double prime value is this much. Now this is plus 2 by x into y prime. Now I will write plus 2 by x into sum over y prime means this is your lambda 0 to infinite a lambda into k plus lambda x power k plus lambda minus 1, that is from equation 3, k plus lambda minus 1. Okay, now plus y equal to 0 in this equation 1 I will write also plus y means this is your plus sum over lambda 0 to infinite a lambda x power k plus lambda that is equal to 0. Now you can see I have already substituted equation 2, 3, 4 in equation 1, that is in this expression I have already substituted in this equation. So y double prime equal to this much plus 2 by x into y prime is this much plus y that is equal to 0. Okay, now I have to solve this expression. You can see here, just a minute, yes, you can see in the second term this is your 2 by x is present, and here also x power k plus lambda minus 1 is present. So now if I will take this x term 1 by x, and this is your, it means x power minus 1, and it is x power k plus lambda minus 1. So as a whole I can write, if I will cancel this x here, so now I can write it as k plus lambda minus 2 in this expression also. You can write it in the next step. Let me rub this part. So I have directly I can write this as your k plus lambda minus 2. Okay. Now you can see in this term and here the x power is k plus lambda minus 2, and a lambda k plus lambda is present, and here also a lambda k plus lambda term is present. So I can take this term as common, or I can write, or this is for only the first term and second term. Okay, let me take sum over lambda 0 to infinite a lambda into k plus lambda term is taken common. Now here you can see this is k plus lambda minus 1, and here plus 2. Okay, now I can write this is k plus lambda minus 1 plus 2. It means k plus lambda plus 1 whole into x power k plus lambda minus 2. Okay, plus the third term I have to write, that is sum over lambda equal to 0 to infinite a lambda x power k plus lambda that is equal to 0. This is a lambda x power k plus lambda that is equal to 0. Now in this expression, that is in the first term, if I will substitute in place of lambda minus 2, if I will substitute, that is lambda prime, let lambda minus 2 that is equal to lambda prime. That is simply for the first term only. So for the first term only, if I will substitute this value, that is lambda minus 2 equal to lambda prime, then you can see this lambda minus 2 can be replaced by lambda prime. Now let me write, or this can be written as, here the summation sign it can be changes from when lambda equal to 0, so in that case lambda prime will be equal to, in this expression if I will substitute lambda equal to 0, then lambda prime will be equal to minus 2, and when lambda equal to infinite, that will be infinite minus 2, the same, that is infinite. So here the lambda prime, it will start from minus 2 to infinite, and in place of lambda I will write lambda prime plus 2, and here k plus lambda, in place of k plus lambda I will write, this is your lambda equal to lambda prime plus 2 into, this is k plus, in place of lambda plus 1 I will write lambda prime plus 3. This is k plus lambda prime plus 3 into x power, this is k plus lambda prime plus the last term, that is sum over lambda 0 to infinite a lambda x power k plus lambda that is equal to 0. It will remain as it is. Okay, this is k plus lambda that is equal to 0. And here this lambda prime is the dummy index. Dummy index means in place of lambda prime you can substitute any value. That's why it is called the dummy index. So here since lambda prime is the dummy index, so I can replace this lambda prime to be lambda. So here this, you cannot compare this lambda with the lambda prime again. Simply you have to consider lambda prime as lambda. Okay, it means in place of lambda prime, simply you have to write lambda. So let us write the equation, or this can be written as, in place of lambda prime you have to write lambda only, because it is a dummy index. So lambda equal to minus 2 to infinite A, you can see in place of lambda prime, simply I am writing or replacing that term as lambda. Plus 2, this is k plus lambda plus 2 whole into k plus lambda plus 3 into x power k plus lambda plus sum over lambda equal to 0 to infinite a lambda x power k plus lambda, that is equal to 0. Okay, so this is our expression. Now you can see here in the first term you can see the lambda varies from minus 2 to infinite. So here to take common this first term and second term, so here this in the second term lambda varies from 0 to infinite. So you know minus 2 in the number line, that is minus 2 minus 1, and that after the 0 comes. Now if I will substitute the minus 2 value in this total term plus, then I will write for the minus 1, I will substitute this lambda to be minus 1, then I will write the total expression for the first term, and then I can write the summation from lambda 0 to infinite for this total whole term. Okay, now if I will write, that is when I will put lambda equal to minus 2, I can write, or for lambda equal to minus 2, this is a lambda minus 2 plus 2, that will be 0. So a naught into, so here also minus 2 plus 2 0, so k into k plus 1, because minus 2 plus 3, that will be plus 1, into x power k plus lambda means k minus 2. Now I will put the value lambda equal to minus 1, so minus 1 plus 2, that will be 1, so a1 k plus lambda plus 2, lambda here is minus 1, so minus 1 plus 2, so that will be k plus 1, and next this will be k plus lambda plus 3, so minus 1 plus 3, so that will be k plus 2 into x power k minus 1 plus. Now here for the first term I have to write the total, that is from lambda equal to 0 to infinite term. Now I can write plus, this is sum over lambda 0 to infinite, lambda 0 to infinite for the first term, this is a lambda plus 2 into k plus lambda plus 2 k plus lambda plus 3 plus here this a lambda, okay, here the a lambda and this whole into x power k plus lambda equal to 0. So here x power k plus lambda term is taken common, as well as the summation sign is taken common. Now we can write this expression, because in the first term I have substituted the value of lambda, that is minus 2, plus this is your lambda minus 1, and that after I will substitute all the values of lambda, that is from 0 to infinite. And also here the lambda varies from 0 to infinite in the second term, so that I can directly take common that lambda equal to 0 to infinite. Now here this is our final equation. Then what we have to do here now, you can see here, if I will equate the coefficient of the lowest power of the x to be 0, then we get the initial equation. Now if I will take for the first term, so for the first term here a0 into k plus 1, because this is the coefficient of x. So if I will write, this is a naught k into k plus 1, that is equal to 0, or we know a0 cannot be equal to 0 when a0 is not equal to 0. So for that condition, when a0 is not equal to 0, it means that obviously k into k plus 1 equal to 0, or we can write k equal to 0 or k equal to minus 1. So this is the next step, where we have calculated the value of k, that is 0 and minus 1. Okay, now for the second term, now we will again put the value. So now you can see the coefficient of x again goes to 0. Now in the next step I will do a1 into k plus 1 into k plus 2, that is equal to 0. Okay, this is the coefficient of x power k minus 1, again goes to 0. And here if I will put, so here let me change the color, just a minute. Yes, you can see here there are two values of k. One is 0, another one is -1. For k equal to 0, if I will put, when k equal to 0, it means that 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 2 is 2. So 1 into 2. It means that obviously a1 should be equal to 0. And again, for k equal to -1, when k equal to -1, this term already goes to 0. So here you can consider this a1 to be arbitrary. That means it may be 0 or it may be any other value. So it is 0 and also arbitrary. Okay. Now in the next step we will see, we will put this term, that is, if I will equate the coefficient of x power k plus lambda to be 0, then we can write a lambda plus 2 into k plus lambda plus 2 into k plus lambda plus 3 plus a lambda equal to 0. Now let me write, this is a lambda plus 2, a lambda plus 2 into k plus lambda plus 2 into k plus lambda plus 3 plus a lambda, that is equal to 0. Okay. From this expression we can write this is equal to 0. Or here you can see this a lambda plus 2 term, or we can write this a lambda plus 2, that is equal to minus a lambda can be taken to the right hand side. So this is minus a lambda divided by this total term k plus lambda plus 2 into k plus lambda plus 3. This is called actually the recurrence relation. But what is our main aim? So we have to calculate the solution of this differential equation, that is our main aim. So by using the Frobenius series solution method, we are going to calculate the solution of the differential equation, that is equation number 1. So here we have calculated the coefficient, or sorry, the recurrence relation, we can say this a lambda plus 2 equal to this much. Let me give, this is your equation number, suppose 5. So here a lambda plus 2, let me write again, a lambda plus 2 equal to minus a lambda divided by minus a lambda divided by k plus lambda plus 2 into k plus lambda plus 3. Okay. So first of all, you know there are two values of k, one is 0 and another one is -1. So let us take the first case, the case 1, when k equal to 0. So this is our first case. Okay. Now when k equal to 0, in this expression, this one is the most important expression. So while calculating the Frobenius series, up to this much you have to calculate always. The same procedure for any Frobenius series solution, calculate when you are calculating any differential equation. So this method will get repeated. Okay. So a lambda plus 2 equal to, now this is equal to minus a lambda divided by, in place of k you have to just write 0. So this will be lambda plus 2 into lambda plus 3. So here this will be lambda plus 2 into lambda plus 3. Okay. And here when you can see here, if you will put the lambda value to be 0, now you can see when you put the lambda value to be 0, then this will be a2 and this will be minus a0 divided by this much. Okay. And but when you will put the lambda value to be 1, then in this term you will get a3, and on the right hand side you will get some term, that is something into a1, just like this. But here you know the a1 value, it can be taken arbitrary. You can see here we have just calculated, that is when k equal to 0, this a1 equal to 0, that is not arbitrary, sorry. When k equal to 0, a1 equal to 0. Now here you can see when k equal to 0, I can put this a1 to be 0. When this a1 is 0, that means this total term goes to 0, so that this a3 will definitely goes to 0. And similarly, when you will put lambda to be 3, when lambda to be 3, that is in this part you will get 3, and here this 3 plus 2 you will get A5. So again, since A1 is 0, also A3 is 0, and similarly A5 is 0, and so on. That is, every odd power will goes to 0. Now here we will not calculate for the odd lambda. Okay, so now let us calculate for, since, let me write, since A1 equal to 0, therefore A1 equal to A3 equal to A5 and so on. That is, every odd coefficient that is equal to 0. Okay. Now let us take for lambda equal to 0. When lambda equal to 0, we can write this is A2 equal to minus A0 divided by, this is lambda plus 2 means 2 into, when lambda is 0, that will be 2 into 3. Okay. And that is equal to, we can write this is minus A0 divided by 3 factorial. Again, if I will put the even power only for the only even term we will take. So when I will take lambda equal to 2, then this will be 2 plus 2, that is 4, that is equal to minus A2. So in this expression we are substituting. Okay, minus A2 divided by this lambda plus 2 means 2 plus 2 is 4 into 2 plus 3 is your 5. So this will be 4 into 5. And that is equal to, if I will put the value of A2, that is minus A0 divided by 3 factorial, then this will be minus 1 square into A0 divided by this 5 into 4 into 3 factorial means this is simply 5 factorial, and so on and so on. Since this is the series, so we will calculate only 2 to 3 terms. Okay. Now, you know the Frobenius series solution is y equal to sum over lambda equal to 0 to infinite a lambda x power k plus lambda. But since here the k value we have taken is 0, then you can directly write this is x power lambda. Okay. Or this can be written as, or we can write y equal to, so here this summation means you have to write a0 x power 0 means 1 plus a1 x power 1 plus a2, let me write a1 x power 1 plus a2 x power 2 plus a3 x power 3 plus a4 x power 4 and so on. Okay. Now here you know the value of a1 is 0, so a3, a5, a7 etc. goes to 0. So simply this a1 term goes to 0, a3 term goes to 0, a5 so on goes to 0. So simply we can write this is equal to, if I will take common a0, or simply I can write this is a0 plus, in place of a2 I can write this is minus a0 by 3 factorial. So this will be minus a0 divided by 3 factorial into x square plus, in place of a4 I will write minus 1 square, that is plus 1 a0 divided by 5 factorial into x power 4 plus so on. And here if I will take common a0, then this is equal to a0, let me directly take common a0 divided by x, so that the first term will be x, because x by x is 1, minus, in the second term I can write this is your x cube, because x in x cube divided by x, that will goes to x square. So this is s cube divided by 3 factorial, because a0 is taken already common. Now for the third term this will be plus a0 is taken common, and here x power 5 divided by 5 factorial and so on. Now you can see this bracketed term is nothing but the sine series. That's why simply we have divided this 1 by s term has been taken common. Or we can write this simply as equal to a0 by x into sine x. Okay, a0 by x into sine x. This is your, suppose y1. This is one solution. Now we have to put k equal to minus 1, because you know there are two values of k, one is 0 and another one is your minus 1. So now if I will substitute k equal to minus 1, let me take another case. This is your case 2, k equal to minus 1. Okay. Now where you have to put the value k equal to minus 1, simply in that recurrence relation. Okay, in this equation 5 you have to put the value. So here a lambda plus 2 equal to minus a lambda divided by k plus lambda plus 2, that is k means minus 1, minus 1 plus lambda plus 2, it means lambda plus 1, into minus 1 plus lambda plus 3 means this is lambda plus 2. So simply a lambda plus 2 equal to minus a lambda divided by lambda plus 1 into lambda plus 2. When you will put k equal to minus 1, so simply we can write this a lambda plus 2 equal to minus a lambda divided by lambda plus 1 into lambda plus 2. Okay, and here when k equal to minus 1, you know the a1 value is arbitrary. When k equal to minus 1, a1 value is arbitrary, or you may take it as 0. Okay, now if I will put a1 equal to 0 for the simplicity, so if I will put a1 equal to 0, again a3 will goes to 0 because a lambda plus 2 means when lambda equal to 1, this is 1 plus 2, that is your 3. So this a3 also equal to 0 and a5 also equal to 0 and so on. Now if I will take lambda to be the only the even one, that is lambda equal to 0 first of all. So this is a2 equal to, in this expression I am substituting, a2 equal to minus a naught divided by 1 into 2, or that is minus a naught divided by 2 factorial. Again, when lambda equal to 2, then a4 will be equal to minus a2 divided by 2 plus 1 is 3 into 2 plus 2 is 4, and that is equal to, again if you will put the value of a2 here, then this will be minus 1 square a naught divided by 4 into 3 into 2 factorial, that is your 4 factorial. Okay, and so on. We are not calculating furthermore. Again, if I will write the solution, that is y2 of x, if I will write, then you know this is your sum over lambda 0 to infinite Frobenius series a lambda x power k plus lambda, but here k is your minus 1. So simply I can write this is lambda minus 1. Minus 1 plus lambda means this is your lambda minus 1, since here k equal to minus 1. Okay, now I can write it as this is equal to, if I will put the value lambda equal to 0, 1, 2, so on, I can write this is your, let me take common x power minus 1 so that it will be easy. Then this will be a0 x power 0 means 1 plus a1 x power 1 plus a2 x power 2, because the minus 1 is taken common, plus a3 into x power 3 plus a4 into x power 4 and so on. And now if I will put the value of a0, a2, a4 and so on, you can see a1, a3, a5 equal to 0. So this term goes to 0, a3 term goes to 0 and so on. The odd, we can say a1, a3, this term goes to 0, or this can be written as, if I will write the value of a2, so simply this is x power minus 1 whole into, this is a naught remain as it is, plus a2 value is your minus a naught by 2 factorial. So this is, let me write, minus a naught divided by 2 factorial into x square, plus in place of a4 I will write this is minus 1 square means plus 1 a naught by 4 factorial into x power 4 plus so on. Okay, now we can see, if I will take common a naught, we can write this is a naught divided by x whole into, this one will be 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x4 by 4 factorial and so on. Okay, this is minus and so on. So this term is nothing but the cos term or cos series, that is equal to a naught by x into cos x. Okay, so here what we have calculated, that is in the Frobenius method, when you will solve the equation of a differential equation, when you will solve, you can see, first of all, we have just applied this Frobenius method, and we have taken the first derivative, then the second order derivative, y prime and y double prime, then simply substituting this one in the equation 1. So finally we got the two part, that is for one k equal to 0 and another value for k, that is minus 1. So that we can calculate further when we will get the recurrence relation from this equation, then we have to substitute the two values of k, that is one for 0 and another for your minus 1. When you put the value of k equal to 0, so basically you can see in this expression all the x power, you can see the x power is odd, or it is simply the sine series, you can see. And when you put k value equal to minus 1, this is in the cosine series. So you will get a cosine series. And here these two solution, that is when you put the value k equal to 0 and the k equal to minus 1, you will get the two solution which is linearly independent of each other, and they will converge for all finite values of x. So there are the two solution here you will get. So finally we can write the total solution of that equation, that is y of x, we can write that is equal to a, some constant, arbitrary constant a, y1 of x plus b, y2 of x, where if I will put the value, this is a, y1 value is your a naught by x into sin x, plus in place of b I will write b into, in place of y2 I will write, this is your a naught by x into cos x. So this is our final expression, or simply we can write, this is taking common a naught by x, this will be a sin x plus b cos x. Okay, so this is the solution of the differential equation that we have taken. Okay, this is the final expression. So in this way you can solve any differential equation that will be given to you. By the Frobenius method you can solve it. Okay, so this is all for today. If you have any doubt, can ask me in the comment section. Just try to solve more problems on this. That's all for today. Thank you all.